With the launch of the new Ofsted Education Inspection Framework and School Inspection Handbook, what will inspections under the new framework be actually like? Well, there are three main parts to the inspection regime: pre-inspection, deep dives, and bringing it together. Most inspections will generally be 2 days apart from smaller schools, but preparation will start the day before. Ofsted will phone the school by 2 p.m. on the day before inspection to let the school know who's coming, confirm things such as number of pupils on roll. They will also send emails requesting that certain information such as attendance analysis, exclusions and bad behaviour records are available to inspectors by 8 a.m. the next day. Inspectors will not arrive on school before this time. There will then be a more substantive call with the head teacher or other school leaders if not available. This will focus on three aspects: the school's context and progress since the last inspection, including elements for improvement previously identified in previous inspections; the head teacher's assessment of the school's current strengths and weaknesses, especially with regard to the curriculum and the way teaching supports pupils to learn it. For instance, what are the key concepts and in what order will they learn them? Standards of attainment and pupils' behaviour, attitudes and personal development. And also specific areas of the school that should be the subject of the inspection focus. For example, specific subjects, year groups and aspects of provision. During the inspection, inspectors are not going to concentrate on the ambitions or intentions of senior leaders, but rather, let's see that in action together. They will have a series of deep dives on particular subjects. For secondary schools, they will sample 4 to 6 subjects, and for primary school, they will sample 3 to 5 subjects, always including reading, usually including maths, and 1 or more foundation subjects, including one that is taught during the inspection. In small schools, this may be adapted as necessary. Each deep dive will look at the following, usually jointly with school and curriculum leaders, and will try to connect these different pieces of evidence. Senior leaders, evaluating intent for the curriculum and including their understanding of its implementation and impact. Curriculum leaders, evaluating long-term and medium-term thinking and planning and including the rationale for content choices and curriculum sequencing. Lesson visits, preferably between 4 to 6 lessons. It won't be a random sample but connected to other evidence. Inspectors will not grade individual lessons or teachers, but will evaluate where a lesson sits in a sequence. Work scrutiny. This will be of at least 2 year groups and at least 6 workbooks or pieces of work per subject per year group. It is not a random sample but linked to other parts of the evidence. Do they support other evidence that what the school wanted to teach has been covered? It is not going to be used to demonstrate whether an individual pupil is working at the expected standard or to judge individual progress over time. Discussions with teachers. This will be used to understand how the curriculum informs their content and choices, and sequencing to support effective learning. And discussions with pupils from the lessons observed. Having covered a part of the curriculum does not indicate whether pupils know more, remember more and can do more, and so work scrutinies by themselves are not enough. Observing pupils outside of normal lessons can help evaluate personal development, behaviour and attitudes. Pupils will be asked about their experiences of teaching, learning and behaviour, including the prevention of bullying and how the school deals with harassment and violence. Inspectors will not expect school staff to be present at this time. Inspectors will at times focus on your school's most disadvantaged pupils, including pupils with SEND, free school meal 6, looked after children, and children in need of help and protection. And if you're wondering where intent, implementation and impact are in the deep dives, they are not sub-judgments, but will form part of connected evidence across the entire quality of education judgment. Additional evidence can be collected if there is insufficient evidence or leaders wish to present more. Inspectors will also be meeting with those responsible for governance and will meet the head teacher regularly to provide updates and alert the head teacher to any serious concerns or allow the head teacher to raise concerns. Bringing it together. At the end of day 1, the inspection team will meet to share the evidence and identify any features which are systemic and which are isolated to a single aspect. Bring together evidence about things such as personal development, behaviour and attitudes, safeguarding and wider leadership findings. Quality assure the evidence and its connectiveness, and establish what inspection activities should be done on day 2 to come to conclusions about which features are systemic or are needed to come to the key judgments. At the end of day 2, the team will meet to finalise judgments and identify areas for improvement and have a final feedback with the school. So how can we help further? Hopefully this video has clarified what will happen under the new inspection regime. You will no doubt be reviewing your curriculum against the school inspection handbook to ensure it can be the best it can be for your pupils. Ofsted knows that such a review might not be finished in 2019-20, and so if it is not finished, they want to know that you are in the process of bringing this about. Make sure that the information that inspectors will require by 8 AM on day 1 is either available or easily retrievable. If your analysis is stored on an MIS, you might want to have an easy to read manual of what buttons to press to retrieve the necessary information, especially important if someone is off sick on the preparation day. Know all of the implications of the data stored in your school's IDSR. Inspectors will still be reviewing them before coming to your school, and review the information in the ASP. This can help inform your curriculum and strengths and weaknesses as of the end of Key Stages 2 and 4. Additionally, a question level analysis can help inform your curriculum. This could be of your incoming Year 7 for secondary schools or for primary schools, either of your outgoing Year 6 or those who are currently in your schools. Again, this can help inform your curriculum, content of lessons and sequencing of lessons. If you can help with your IDSR and ASP training, or if you want information about our question level analysis reports, please see the links. Thank you very much for watching this video. Why not like us and subscribe to this channel? And why not subscribe to our free premium mailing list, where you can get 10% off our best prices and advance notice of what's happening.